Hello students, today we are going to take up the unit 3 of theme heat, which is thermal expansion and its application. This is for class 7 physics. We have already studied what is thermal expansion. This is the extension of that particular topic only. Thermal is using the heat, expansion is increase in the volume or the area. So due to the application of heat, the expansion take place, the volume or area of, or we can say the size of the objects increases or decreases with the temperature. If the temperature is decreased, the size will also decrease. If the temperature is increased, the size will increase. This is included in thermal expansion. As you can see, thermal expansion produced in the matter due to the absorption of heat energy is called as thermal expansion. So expansion, that is increase in the size of the matter or the object due to absorption of heat, that is called as thermal expansion. So if we supply the heat to the object, then its size, that is its length, breadth or thickness increases, which is included in the thermal expansion. The expansion of the matter can be divided into three classes. There are three types of thermal expansion. Let us check out them. So first one is linear expansion, the increase in the length of the solid when heat is supplied. So the length of the matter, length of the solid increases if we supply the heat to it. So earlier the length was this, when we have supplied the heat, the length has increases to this much. This is your linear expansion. Then comes superficial expansion, the expansion or the increase in the area of the solid when heat is applied to it, which is called as superficial, that is increase in the area with the application of heat, with the applying of the heat. If the area increases, then it is called as superficial expansion. Then the third one is cubical. If the volume increases, then with the supply of heat, then it is called as cubical expansion. So if the length increases, then it is linear expansion. Area increases, then it is superficial expansion, and if the volume is increasing, then it is called as cubical expansion. Now the next thing in this is Gravisende's ring and ball experiment. So this ring and ball experiment will be included to show the effect of heat on the different matters. So as you can see in this diagram, this is before heating. In this we have few things, like we have a stand in which we have a ball connected with a thread, and this ball has passed through very easily through this ring. You can see there is a ring here. So through this ring, this ball can easily pass, and is just the same size of this ring. Now if we increase the temperature of this ball, if we heat this ball, what will happen? The size of this ball will increase. Fine. And after heating, as you can see, after heating, what we will observe, that this ball is not able to, we are not able to pass this ball through the same size ring. So this experiment, this ring and ball experiment shows that the size of the metal or the matter increases when you heat it. We have heated this ball for 2 minutes on the Bunsen flame, and then we have observed that the same ball which was passing through the ring earlier is not able to pass. That means its size has increased. Fine. So that shows the effect of heat on the different objects, metals. Now we have one more thing into this, like to prove equal lengths of different solid expand by different amounts. Fine. What we have taken in this, we have taken a bimetallic strip of brass and iron. We have taken a bimetallic strip of brass and iron. As you can see, this is bi is made up of two metals. So one is brass and one is iron. You know that both of them has different ability to grasp the heat. So one like brass is more conductive as compared to iron. So what will happen when we will heat this bimetallic strip using the Bunsen burner, what will happen? The brass will mold more as compared to the iron. So what will happen? We'll hold it for 5 minutes and you will observe that bimetallic strip bends, so that the brass is on the outer side and iron is on the inner side. So brass की जो plate है वो outer side में होगी because it has expanded more, it has absorbed the heat more. Fine. So brass will be outside and iron will be inside. Fine. So brass will be outside and iron will be inside. So this shows that the effect of temperature is different on different metals. Fine. Now the next thing in this, practical application of thermal expansion of solids. So as we know this thing in a much better way now, every metal going to expand with the application or with the absorption of heat. Now in our life also we have so many applications where we use this thermal expansion. For example, opening of a jam lid of the bottle. If the lid of the bottle of jam is not opening, what we will do? We'll put it inside a hot water. The lid will expand because it is in the hot water and it will open very easily. So the next application is mounting of iron rim on the wooden cart wheel. So you know that the iron rim to be mounted on the wooden cart wheel has slightly smaller diameter. So you know that the iron rim to be mounted on the wooden cart wheel has slightly smaller diameter as compared to the wooden wheel. So wooden wheel का जो diameter है, if you have, this is your wooden wheel, the diameter of this is big as compared to the iron rim. So what you will do? What you will do in this case, you will heat the iron rim so that it will be red hot. So when you will heat it, the diameter of iron rim will increase and it will easily slip into the wooden cart wheel. Fine. And after they will fix, you will pour the cold water over it so that it will cool down and come back to its original position, and they will fix very well afterwards. Next is fitting an axle into wheel. Same, when if you want to fit the axle into the wheel, you will dip the axle into liquid nitrogen. The axle will be dipped into liquid nitrogen here, which cools the axle around minus 200 degrees C. So वो liquid nitrogen, you know that it is very very cold, chilled. So it will lower down the temperature of the axle to minus 200 degrees C. So it will contract, its size decreases, and because of that it will fit easily into the wheel. That's how we are going to. Now when you will remove the temperature, when you bring out from the liquid nitrogen, it will again expand and will fit well into that. Next, like in this, will be laying of rail track. You know that in the rail track we leave some gaps in between. Why we leave the gaps? So that during summers when the railway track will expand, because they are made of iron and definitely they are going to expand during summers. So during summers when they'll expand, the gap will help them out to bear that expansion or contraction during the winters, so that the derailment will not happen, any rail accident will not happen. Another application of thermal expansion is mounting of bridges. The bridges also you can see here. In bridges also you can see here some gaps are being left. The girders supporting the bridge are not fixed in the walls of the pillar. These are not fixed, totally fixed. We always leave some gap in between, so that when there is heating or when there is expansion on heating or contraction on cooling during the different seasons, this will not damage the bridge. The bridge can work well. It will remain as such for the usage of people. Otherwise, what will happen? If these rollers are not provided, what will happen? During the summers, it will expand and there will be cracks in the bridge. So that might lead to any kind of accident. Fine. So next thing in this is laying of telephone and electric transmission wires. These wires also, they during cold day, when there are winters, they will contract. During summers, they will expand. So we'll have to keep this thing in our mind when you are laying the telephone or electric wires. So you'll have to keep in mind the expansion and contraction of wires during the different seasons. Next is laying of cement floor. The cement floor is not laid as one block. We never lay down the cement floor in one block. If you will lay down it one block, what will happen? When it will expand during summers it is going to expand. Fine. So there will be cracks inside. During winters, when it will contract, even then the life of the cement floor will be extremely less if you lay down a single layer. So what happens? We make one layer, then after another layer, then after another layers. We keep on laying this so that the gap will be there between the different layers, which will help them out to bear the different expansion and contraction due to the heat. Now the question comes, why the tumblers break when we pour very hot tea or water inside? So what happens? There is a tumbler. If this is the tumbler, fine. When we pour very hot water or tea inside, you know that it is made up of glass, and glass is a bad conductor of heat. It does not allow the heat to pass through it. So the inside portion of the cup or the tumbler will expand, while the outside portion does not expand. So this improper expansion of the glass will lead to the cracks in it. Fine. So whenever you are pouring the hot water, even the same thing happens when you are pouring the ice cold water. Ice cold water is poured into it, then the inner part of it will contract while the outer part will remain the same. So inappropriate uneven contraction will lead to the strain within the glass and will lead to cracking of it. Fine. Now we have the concept of bimetallic strip and fire alarm. We have already seen bimetallic strip, which is a strip which is made up of two kind of metals. Like we have Invar. In fire alarms we use Invar and brass. Invar is the alloy of iron and nickel. Iron और nickel को मिलके बनता है Invar. And so this bimetallic strip is made up of Invar and brass. Fine. So now let's see what happens in a fire alarm. You can see this is a fire alarm. This is a fire alarm, you can see. Let's check out the basic function of it. Initially you can see there is a wall. We have a wooden board attached to it, and in the wooden board you can see there is a circuit in which we have a battery, we have electric bell also. We have made the one end of the bimetallic strip as fixed, which is D. The other end is open, so the circuit is not complete. When there will be a fire, what will happen? This bimetallic strip will increase in size because of it will expand due to the absorption of heat, and it will become curved one instead of this, and it will touch this C point. So when it will touch the C point, the circuit will be complete, and then the electric bell will start ringing. This is how it is going to work during the fire. Fine. Next is thermal expansion in the liquids. Thermal expansion in the liquid. You know that in liquids also, when there is a liquid, maybe a water or any other liquid, when we supply the heat, the temperature of it increases, and due to the increase in temperature, the molecules gets the energy and they start moving here and there. They start moving here and there in all directions, and they are free to move in all the direction within the liquid. So due to this, the amplitude of vibrations of molecules, they keep on vibrating at a very high speed and they push each other, and due to which the expansion is there in their volume when they are being heated. So it's also expand because of the increase in their movement in all directions. Next is thermal expansion of gases. You know that gases has no definite shape, only they have definite volume. So when gas is heated, its molecule they keep on moving faster in all the direction. फाइन. सो व्हेन दे मूव इन ऑल द डायरेक्शन दे कोलाइड विद ईच अदर, वो एक दूसरे से टकराते हैं, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट कलीजन दे स्प्रेड अवे एंड द वॉल्यूम ऑफ द gases increases. The volume of the gases increases and they have cubical expansion. Their volume increases, that's why they have the cubical expansion. As you can see in this, take a clean empty bottle. This bottle is filled with hydrogen gas. Now if you can see, if you put this into the hot water, what will happen? Because of this heat which is given to it by this hot water, the balloon will be inflated, because we haven't blown any air inside. This has happened due to the hot water, and this hot water has led to the increase in the volume of the gas which was inside the balloon. So this shows effect of temperature on the gases. Now after that we have the exercise. You can go through this exercise as I am showing it to you. If you have the same book, you can get it marked. These are the question answers. The page number is written. You can go for that.